You're about to make the biggest shift in your entire life. Everything is going to change for you. Your life, your dream, your vision starts today. My name is Henry Lawrence, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. In this episode, we're going to dial our mind in, shift our energy, change our perspective so that we can truly see and receive the life that we desire. So make sure you watch this all the way through. And at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message so we can move forward throughout the day. You have to understand this. And once you get this perspective, the next step makes so much more sense. You understand? The next step is ready to be clicked. And I want to come at this like a coaching thing. This is just you and I right now. Let's erase the idea that this is a podcast. Erase the idea that there's multiple people listening. It's you and I. It's you and I right now. Okay. So think about what it is that you desire. It could be a person, place, or thing, whatever it is that you desire. Maybe it's $100,000. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's a new job. Whatever it is, think about the thing that you desire. Okay? Now, you've got it in your mind. Is it aware of you as much as you're aware of it? Are you equal in that energy exchange? This is the example that I'm going to start with. And then from here, we're going to continue to build this, but keep listening. Keep reflecting on your life right now. Think about, we're going to use money. Think about someone that you view as wealthy. Someone that you view that has a lot of money. Could be a celebrity, could be someone that you know. I said, think of someone on Shark Tank or a show like that. Someone that has a lot of money, right? So you have this person, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of wealth. Do you think that $1 million is aware of them? And I know right now you think, well, $1 million, it's not aware. That's what I'm talking about. $1 million, all of it together. What are the odds that it is aware of the person with wealth? Much higher than it is of you, right? Now you may be thinking, well, how do you make money aware? Okay, well, think about your life. How much of it is dedicated to being connected to that thing? How much time, how much energy, how much focus, how much alignment is dedicated to that thing? Because if there's high attention to it, if there's high dedication to it, if there's high study of it, if there's high alignment of it, it would be aware, and most likely it would be a part of your life. See, when people get stuck on what they don't have and focusing on that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't avoid those things, but when you get stuck on those things, you keep putting into energy and why the creation of what you don't want is still working, and that's taking away time that you could put energy into aligning with what it is that you desire. Here's another example. Imagine the healthiest person that you can think of. Maybe they're a celebrity, maybe it's on TV, maybe it's someone in your neighborhood, maybe it's your brother or sister, the healthiest person that you can think of. Do you think that grilled chicken is aware of them? Do you think that fish is aware of them? Do you think that healthy drinks? Do you think the gym? Do you think the, healthy, like fit clothes? Like, do you think they're aware of that person? Yes, because that person is eating grilled chicken often. That person is eating broccoli often. That person is drinking water often. So the awareness is equal. That's why that person has it. So if you keep dreaming of something, but your life is absent of any kind of similar presence of it, you are never going to have it. You're never going to experience. You're never going to live it. But if you start living, eating, breathing the thing that you desire, unless you're just no longer on this earth, you will become one with it. It will be hard. It will be difficult. It's going to take the commitment of deciding I am the person that has it, and every action from this moment on will allow it to come into my life. It doesn't matter when you start this way. Some people are innately born this way. Some people are born with a clear vision, clear alignment, clear focus, and they just go after it. Others are not. I was someone that wasn't, but I'm using that as a blessing in myself because the drifting, the experiencing, the going from this to that, not fully committing has really rounded me out with a full understanding of me and my current reality, and now I can move it into something else. You see, take a positive perspective of where you're at right now. Erase the negativity. In fact, I'm going to make it simple for you. The higher version of you that wants to operate right now is quick to action, is quick to reality, is quick to an idea in their mind, to living as such. You don't need to know how. You need to believe. Once you start to believe, you will act as if. You will think as if. You will move as if. And you will start to turn the tables. And all of a sudden, it's not that $1,000,000 just shows up in your bank account. It's that you create a connection that leads to the next connection, that leads to the next connection, that leads to the next connection. And from the outside looking in, it's like, oh, it just works out for them. But from the inside, receiving from the outside, you'll realize the work that was put in. You start to recognize why someone doesn't have it. That's the clear indicator that you're starting to grow. When you start realizing why people don't have the thing that you're working towards, you are closer to having it. So if you still don't understand why someone doesn't have what it is that you desire, you're far from it. Because it takes work to shift your energy. It takes work to move into a different frequency. If it was easy, people would just move back and forth. That's one of the gifts of this life, is it is difficult. But that difficulty saves you from destroying yourself. We want ease to receive the good, but then we want friction so we don't go into the bad. It's equal playing field both ways. If you need to lose weight, you might be sitting here thinking, gosh, losing 50 pounds in a year is going to take forever. Like, that's forever. Could you imagine if you gained 50 pounds in a year? I can't believe I gained it so fast. Right? It's because your alignment. You want the stuff that's bad for you to be impossible to get to you, and you want the stuff that's good for you to be easy. It's not built that way. You were believed in so much that you were given power over your own destiny. Not equal playing field, definitely not fair, but power to change it. And just maybe the harder place you're coming from is more of a reflection of how powerful you are versus fairness. Fairness only exists if we think earth is all there is. If we think this human life is all there is. But if you erase that, it starts to change. Just say, I'm here. This is where I am. I am here. You could wake up now. Wake up in alertness and awareness. Doesn't have to happen at birth. It can happen at 38. It can happen at 58. You could come alive at that moment, and it doesn't mean you wasted time before if you choose to step into something now. So what kind of motivation do you need? What type of inspiration do you need? What type of permission do you need? Truthfully, write it down. Write down your goals. And look, I know that life is not fair. There's people that are living in real oppression. There are people that are trying to survive every single day. There's somebody that always has it worse than you. So you can't do anything about that except lift yourself up, be the example, and be the rising tide. If you lift yourself up with the idea, with the plan of that you bring others up with you, that you're the example, that you allow energy to flow through you, that's how you make change in this world. And so stop thinking, okay, well, they've got it worse, so this is the problem, or this, that, and the other. Erase it all. Say, I am waking up right now. I am alive. I am aware. I am functioning. It has unblocked. My great story starts today. Starts at blankety blank years old. Here I am. And so your story starts. Now, write the ending. What do you desire? What do you want? You're the author. Write it down. Then think, does this thing know my name? Does this fame know my name? Does this car know my name? Does this money know my name? Does this person know my name? Does this thing know my name? Of course, the answer is going to be no. And then write down the lists of things that would get you on the map in alignment with that, and show up and do it every single day in the best capacity that you can. And guess what? You'll be wrong at first. You might be 80% wrong on the things that are needed to come in, but by action, you'll get 20% of it right, 10% of it right, 5% of it right. But you're going to reevaluate and reevaluate and reevaluate. And even if you got 1% right every single week, your growth would expand so fast. And that's probably the true number. Your success is on the other side of believing that you're the one that can do it. Forget what the news says. Forget what the economy says. Forget whatever. It's not a fair playing field. It doesn't matter if it was easier 50 years ago. You're here now. This is your game. This is your story. Write it because you have value. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. And as we breathe in, we're committing to the next level. We're committing to expansion. We're committing to growth. Okay? So feel your lungs. Feel your power. Are you ready? Let's go and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you, my friend. Every single thing. So rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you the perspective that you need to create the life that you desire. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and share this with somebody. That's how we grow. I am also open up to a select few for one-on-one coaching. If you want to shift your mindset, if this is like making sense, if you're thinking I could apply this and change my life, let's connect. Email me at henry@vibeabundant.com. That's HENRY at vibeabundant.com. There's also a link right down below where you can join the shift. Right now, if you click and join, you will just be able to enter for free. So click that link, join. It'll automatically apply a discount code. There's a little video I actually did right before this that you could check out and just dive in, connect with people, and just be a part of something. The end of the year is coming. You might as well operate at your highest potential. Okay, so I'm going to step into prayer. I would love for you to join me, but if not, new episode coming out tomorrow. I can't wait to see you there. God, thank you so much for bringing us here today. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Thank you for this opportunity to grow. Lord, I ask that you just show the people the blessings that are in their life right now. Each and every person, the ones that are afraid, the ones that are lost, the ones that have courage, the ones that are standing strong, Lord, I ask that we just see the blessings in our life and they're highlighted. Lord, I ask that you grab a hold of our hearts so we can feel the way that we're supposed to go. Lord, I ask that are pressed into our minds, our movement and our purpose and our lives here so we can operate with meaning. Lord, I ask that you forgive us for our transgressions and our mistakes and our faults. Lord, I ask that we wake up with clear vision and clear hearts today. In your name we pray. Amen. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.